IGN gave this game a 7. They also gave this game a 7. And both of these as well. So this tells me absolutely nothing. It's been a while since we've seen a brand new video game genre. Back when the only video game was Pong, it was revolutionary when Tetris came out. And then over the course of the next 40 years, we got plenty of new ways to play video games. We have shooters, platformers, Metroidvanias, Souls-like, and now we have the Plucky Squire. Which doesn't actually make any genre-defining changes, but it is still a pretty good game. When this game was first announced, I thought what everyone else thought. It looks like both versions of Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening, and that's rad as hell, sign me up! But the core concept of seeing the main character jump between a 2D and 3D environment was something we had never seen before, except for those sections of Super Mario Odyssey. So what makes this game special isn't the fact that it introduces a brand new idea, but instead it introduces a lot of familiar ideas in a brand new way. And this is how. Let's go back to the whole jumping between 2D and 3D. It's not just used as a gimmick partway through a level just for the sake of it. The whole concept is cemented into the story. You play as Jot the Lucky Squiggle, and he's the main character of a children's book that this story takes place in. And the game literally takes place inside of a book, where you see pages turn, there's a crease in the middle, and you can see the words of the story right there on the pages. His arch nemesis in this story is Humgrump, an evil wizard that's destined to lose, and also kind of reminds me of Flavio from Paper Mario. Aware that he's in a storybook, his plan is to literally remove Jot from the book and take over the story himself. But by doing so, gave Jot the ability to jump in and out of the book through these special portals. This plays a lot into the puzzles in the game, where you can jump in and out of the book to reach different areas, you can turn the pages to jump around to different places, tilt the book to slide objects around, and throw the book out the window if you get frustrated. The main course of gameplay has Jot fighting with his sword very similar to the older Legend of Zelda games, but the diversity in gameplay comes a lot from the bonus minigames and bosses found throughout the game. Like the Honey Badger fight that mimics Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the rhythm puzzle similar to Necrodancer, and enemies popping in and out from Assassin's Creed. There's even this turn-based fight against this elven archer that has you swapping between attacking and talking to try to further the fight. And we all know what game that's based off of. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelists of the Roses for the PlayStation 2. But I realized I wasn't able to be pacifist in the fight because when I tried, the bookworm shows up and heals you and then buffs your defense so you literally can't. So although the game isn't technically bringing us anything new, it's presenting new ideas for concepts we may have already seen and making them feel fresh. Genuinely, one of my favorite aspects is how you can take words out of some of the sentences and put them into new sentences to alter your surroundings. Change something from big to small, fill the moat with water, or even turn the mushroom into cheese. You get a trophy for that. And the positives of the game don't stop there. I have so much more to say about what I love about this game. Like the characters, for instance. We have such a wonderful group of friends who join us along on this journey, like Jeff, Violet from The Incredibles, Gandalf, Bookworm from Bookworm Adventures, and Tumba. Tumba needs to be protected at all costs. I mean, look at him. Look at his little dance. Even the narrator flipping between cheering on Jot at one point and then talking so bad about him and his friends the next reminds me a lot of the Stanley Parable.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Or did he?
But what really puts this game above and beyond is the art styles. The colors are bright and colorful, except for towards the end of the game, but honestly it makes sense in context. Otherwise, the worlds are beautiful and imaginative. There's this whole town based on art, and half of the town is made up of art supplies, and an entire mountain based off of rock music where even the trees are doing rock fists. Even the pathways are cleverly designed to subtly hint at where secrets are, like these footprints that go around this pillar that has a piece of artwork behind it. And that brings me to another point as well, the collectibles. Hidden throughout the game are different pieces of concept art that you can unlock. It's such a treat as a completion criteria, and some of the art is so beautiful. Like, I wish some of these actually made it into the game. Like this really buff turtle, or the rap battle against the milk carton. Like, could you imagine how that would go?
Not even a jug, just a stupid milk carton, sour to taste, older than Dolly Parton. They say don't cry when you spill, but I'm locked in, schooling you all the way back to kindergarten.
If I had to choose any one negative about the game, it would probably have to be the dialogue. Not that the actual words they say are bad, because for the most part, it's well thought out and very funny.
Flitter, butter, butter. Butter, flitter, butter, butter, flu?
It's just that there's so much of it. It feels like you do one puzzle and then you're subjected to a page's worth of exposition. It makes sense because you're literally in a book, but in reality, there's a healthy balance when it comes to story exposition and gameplay. Some games are meant to be more story oriented and some are meant to be more gameplay heavy. This game feels like it's supposed to be about 50-50, but many times it feels like you spend much more time in a cutscene or reading dialogue. And if you want a good example, a lot of the more recent Pokemon games also have this same issue. You, me, rivals, yes? No. You, me, rivals, yes? No. But also it could just be because I'm a gamer, and I hate reading. So I really can't blame the game too much. The absolute best part of the game, on the other hand, are the bombs. Imagine ascending out of the world and then dropping bombs from the heavens on some unsuspecting soldiers like they were in London during World War II. It's so much fun and way too overpowered, but in like a good way. However, I disagree with this puzzle where you have to use the bombs to move this giant goblin thing into this hole. This sucks. But the Plucky Squire is worth well more than just a simple 7 out of 10. We should be celebrating new ideas that elevate how games are made. It gets really tiring playing like another open world game because once you've played one, you've essentially played them all. Or how every sports game is the same reskin year after year, no matter how much 2K players try to convince you otherwise. So to see something present a brand new idea we had never seen before in gaming got me really excited. And to have it follow up with a compelling story, fun gameplay, and charming characters gave me hope for the future of gaming too. It has everything you could ask for from an indie title. You can jump off the side of the desk for a trophy, and you can throw the pig off the side of the desk too. So if you can't tell, I highly recommend this game. I also highly recommend this video in the corner of me talking about how much I love this game. I also recommend following me on Twitch because this is where I do all my playthroughs for all of these videos. I also recommend this pill twice a day for 7 days, drink plenty of fluids, and a lot of bed rest. But thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you like these type of videos. Please subscribe, please. And thank you, thank you.